This episode of Unscripted is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby is a no-jitter energy drink mix that doesn't have that energy drink taste, and it gives me the energy to do YouTube and Twitch. You can get 10% off your order at WGG with code Krooked. There's a link in the description down below. Thanks, Dubby, for sponsoring this episode, and here's Unscripted. Hello everyone, I'm Krooked and I do stuff, and this is Unscripted series where I take a completely unscripted look at games and give it a 1 through 10 rating. Today, because Fichu and I are at Disney World, we are playing, well, I am playing Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Always gotta give love to Disney while I'm at Disney. So, this game came out on the PlayStation, and,
Lightyear could handle this 1
wow.
hour sleep.
It's weird. This is already giving off like Philips CGI kind of vibes. This came out in a response to the TV series that came out in the 90s, 2000s called Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. I actually really liked it. Instead of Tim Allen as the voice of Buzz Lightyear, it had Patrick Warburton. I was a huge fan of the series. I thought it was a bunch of fun. And the game, I never really got to experience as a kid. So, getting to play it now? Yeah. I finally get to enjoy it. I don't know if enjoy is going to end up being the right word because, woo, so far, this is like... Imagine if Spyro and Crash had a baby. And the baby didn't have any of the merits of its parents, and that's what this kind of is so far. It looks not good. Done in a different way. These graphics might be a little bit better, honestly, but the way that it was done here just is not good at all. Wow. Okay, so you can get his jetpack, that's kind of cool. Graphically, there's not much I can really say about this game. It looks bad. It doesn't really explain what you're supposed to do, what picking up stuff does. It just kind of relies on you to start playing and go with the flow that way. It's almost impossible to tell what's an enemy, what's not an enemy. Really bad design in that aspect. As a matter of fact, the graphics are so bad, I can get into the controls almost immediately. So, controls... they exist. So you can control either using the analog sticks or the D-pad. I'm not sure which one is better or which one is worse because the camera is so incredibly awful. It makes games with bad camera controls seem like it's an okay time. There is almost nothing redeeming about this. Square button shoots, X jumps. I'm not sure what triangle does. L1 and R1 strafe. Circle changes your gun. L2 and R2 don't do anything. Wow. This game is pretty abysmal. I don't know what the goal is other than I'm supposed to get through this level. There's almost nothing redeeming here. In terms of sound, when you fire, it makes noise. Yep. Sometimes. And I mean, I guess it has generic laser noise, so that's something. Every time you jump, Buzz makes a weird, like, noise, which... Okay. It has slippery controls. The music is incredibly generic. It does have voice acting. That's good. And it sounds like it's the voices from the show, but if I'm going to be completely honest, they probably just ripped the sounds from the show itself and decided to call it a day. There's a bunch of ways that they could have made this a little bit more of a... Oh, that guy. I forgot his name, but he's... there's a lot of ways they could have probably made this a bit better. And it's timed, apparently. Wow, that makes this somehow suck even more. And I just lost. And I'm assuming I have to start from the beginning again, which... Yeah, mission failed. Woof. I'm not sure
Lightyear could handle
anyone would enjoy this game, let alone that they'd want to put in the time to play it. Like, this has pretty much everything bad going on for it from the 90s in video games. It looks bad, it plays bad, it sounds bad, this is really awful. I try not to be super hard on games. I try to, you know, put them in the context of the era that they came out in, because sometimes games are held back by the limitations of the hardware that they're on, and there's no real way around that. You know, it's the limitation of the time, and it's really bad to hold that against a game, because some games can legitimately be an alright time, even though they're a product of their time. This is not one of those games. As a matter of fact, I would argue that this game was bad because they tried to focus on the wrong things in the game and make it something it wasn't, to be like, well, everyone's doing 3D, we should do 3D. If this was like a side-scrolling platformer that had, honestly, like just level-based gameplay, it might not be that bad, especially because, you know, you could be Buzz Lightyear and you can kind of like hop around and you can do a bunch for the game. Instead, you get this really awful, like, racing game mechanic where I have to get to the end either before the bad guy, around the same time as the bad guy. I have to collect the little green men along the way. I can't hurt the bad guy. I really don't know anyone who would enjoy this. You destroy enemies, and the enemies still can hurt you after they're destroyed, and there's like money to collect, but there's no incentive to collect it that I found. I missed one of the little green men earlier, so I'm probably not going to get any sort of a bonus for that. And then, yeah, you get here, and I'm assuming I have to fight this guy now.
Surrender now or pay later. You won't
me, I've played a lot of interesting games on this channel. I've played a lot of games that aren't good. I've played a lot of games that are good. This is in the realm of games that most definitely are not good in any way. Honestly, if I had to place this anywhere, it would be very, very close to the realm of Superman 64, which is also not at all a very good game. We'll check the second level to see if it's any better at all. But I feel like it's going to be more of the same. We'll see.
I am Gravitina, a mistress of mass and all.
Okay, Megamind. This plays like a Philips CDI game mixed with Superman 64.
Does it have to come to this?
There's only room in my life for one lady, Star Command.
No one
Oh
refuses me.
no!
I'm afraid
Yep,
not.
it's just a racing thing the entire time. So the game is beatable, I'm sure. I'm sure it wouldn't take much effort to do it, but much like Superman 64, I don't think you're going to enjoy playing this at any point in time. And I think you should skip it. So, for Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, I'm giving this a 1 out of 10. There's almost nothing redeemable about this game. As a matter of fact, you're going to actively wish that you didn't play it when you play it. And you need, like, points to activate stage mechanics, and this game just sucks. So, comment down below, let me know what your favorite Buzz Lightyear or Toy Story game is. Like this video if you enjoyed what you saw. Hit that subscribe button so that way you never miss out on an episode of Unscripted. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that way you'll be notified whenever a new episode of Unscripted comes out. And with all that being said, I do want to thank you for watching Unscripted, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye!